Okay, awesome. This is Brantley from Outlet. I'm going to be doing your initial video analysis, and I'm going to go over everything at once, and then from here we'll kind of break things out. But one of the biggest things that's getting you in your velocity is your weight shift and your posture at the beginning of your motion. So when you are lifting, one of the two big things I want you to look at is, so from both angles here. From the back angle, it's going to be this position. Side angle, it's going to be this position right here. Okay, so this point is crucial for you because you lose a ton of leverage in your delivery, and it sets up a lot of problems for you down the delivery. So on the mound, on flat ground, doesn't matter. What you want to think with your leg lift is, I must get as tall as I possibly can. I must get my weight all the way back over my back leg, and I need to get my lead leg out of the way so that my hip can go first once I start driving. And what you'll see here is the foot is tucked up under the knee, both angles here, causes spacing between the two legs, all right? And your weight is already like going towards the plate as you're lifting. So from the side view here, watch this hip, it's already shifted out as you're lifting your leg, as opposed to once you're on your way down. And your back leg is sinking down. So as you're lifting your leg, your front leg up, watch your back leg go from a straight position to a flex position right here. Both angles, you can see how you've lost height. Your knee is to the inside of your ankle on the side view here. You'll see how you've just basically shifted to the inside of your foot on the side angle. All right. So what we want to do instead is we want to get the weight to get all the way back over the back leg. We need to straighten this back leg out. So you need to think, get up on my back leg, get as tall as I possibly can right here. From the side angle, you're going to see your head get all the way back over your back foot. You're going to get all your weight back first. So it's two distinct movements. When you lift your leg, it feels like a load similar to what you do in hitting. We're going backwards first, then we're going to take off going forward. All of our acceleration is after we get to our peak leg lift. So we're going to tell ourselves to get tall, tell ourselves to get further back. So the way I think about it is, when I lift my leg, I sort of push off the ground with my lead foot as I'm lifting my leg, and that little push sort of kicks me off the ground and sends me back over my back leg. That was a cue for me when I was pitching. The other big thing is this leg, this lead leg. We need this lead leg right here to not be tucked under your lead knee. It needs to actually be out, basically directly under the knee, just sort of hanging there. All right, I need you to kick it out towards first base and make it loose. The lead leg has no purpose once it's up in the air. Its job is to get out of the way. Its job is to get your weight stacked all the way back over your back leg before you start to accelerate down the mound. And it needs to be loose. It needs to be just hanging in the air, dangling in the air. And what that looks like on film is, from the back angle, it's more directly under your knee, kind of like kicked towards first base side, if anything, instead of this sort of tucked in, inside of the knee look that you got going on. And if you can get yourself to a position that is much taller, much more loose with the front leg, weight all the way back, everything's going to be a lot easier for you. And I'm going to show you that positioning on a different video and give you some prescribed work for you to get this thing fixed. Now, as you're going down the mound, it's just a domino effect from there. So we got nothing but problems that were caused by the positioning that we have in the beginning of the delivery. So here at handbrake, the knee is going to be too far inside of the back foot. That means you're going to start going into early rotation, and it means you're more squatting down. You'll look at it from the side view here. You see how your back, like your hips, are directly underneath you right here, instead of you having some sort of hinge to you. Hinge would look more like this as you're driving. So you're basically just sitting down in your leg. You're going out. You're going to be late with everything in relation to the throwing arm, just because you're like halfway down the mound before you ever broke your hands. Early rotation of the back leg, so basically because you were inside of your foot early, now you're turning early, and that just causes you to not have as much power when you're going into landing. So it's a huge deal for you, man, and it's the main focus you need to have is, I need to fix everything at the beginning of my delivery. And so we're going to do it from some pause positions, and then we're going to get you used to doing it in a smooth, no pause transition. So Once we fix that, man, a lot of this stuff's going to clean itself up. So that's it. Hope that makes sense.